Okay, hello, welcome everybody to the lead generation conversion and typo here, marketing support webinar. We have Annalisa on the call as usual. Hi, Annalisa.
Hello, hello.
And so what we're doing, if any of you guys who are on today, it's going to be a small audience because we kind of rebooted this. But what we're going to do, we're going to continue on the series that went on for about 6 months, ending in September. We took a few weeks off. And these sessions are just going to be slightly different. I'm still going to introduce a new concept, but we're going to kind of leave them open for you to ask questions and get help with whatever you want. So it's going to be a little more free form. There's not going to be a ton of structure here. But that said, I know that you can't always expect people to come with ideas, so I'll always have something to kick off the webinar with. So up here, just so you notice, there's a doc with the show notes. There's not much on there yet, but we'll always send you these notes. We'll post them to the group afterwards, and you'll also have access to the recording, which you can find as well. I'm going to drop the document to everybody right now. Actually, can somebody just let me know you can hear me? For some reason, GoToWebinar won't let me send the document until I'm replying to somebody. I don't know why. So the replays, you have the link to the replays right underneath, right here. Thank you, Michael. So now, for some reason, because you did that, I can now send the document to everybody. It's the weirdest thing. So there's the document. And so today, a quick idea for this week, and this might be a short session, is a traffic source that I meant to touch upon or never got around to in the last series, but I figured maybe I'd get into this today. I've been curious about it, and I've actually been using it in some ventures outside of my real estate business, and I thought it might be fun today for me to kind of walk through setting up an account and just go through it. And that source is alignable.com. And how many, there's not a lot of you on today, but how many of you guys have seen this thing? I imagine a lot of us have, because they have this sort of viral spammy thing going on where it seems like people are constantly inviting you to Alignable. Susan's on it, great. Annalisa, you've probably gotten invites, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually just create an account really quick right now. It might be a little boring watching me do that. And then we'll kind of just walk through it. I'll point out some of the things that I've seen that are pretty cool. In a nutshell, it's kind of like a LinkedIn, but it's really hyper-local focused. And specifically for the mortgage company that I do some work with, it's been really cool. I mean, it's kind of really easy to interact with local business owners and have conversations using this platform, but I don't see too many people talking about it. So I'm going to set up an account here using my real estate address. And I thought this might be fun. A lot of times we talk about Facebook and Google and Twitter ads on these sessions, but you never get to see the creation of the account because everybody's had them for so long. So let's do that. Put my name in. And it says my name of my business. I'll probably just do Ryan Hartman, Realtor at, and I'll do it like that. And then my primary business address. Interesting. I actually, because it's a remote brokerage, I don't even know the address. I'll use my home address. You guys can send me cards if you want or something. 23 South St. Pete. Sorry to make you watch this. Okay, don't make it public for now. I'll have to make it public for compliance reasons, of course, but just do it like this. It'll make you verify with SMS. And you guys, if you don't have an account here, you can go ahead and do that. They are giving me a hard time. Okay, 1 second. I thought this would be an email verification, so I apologize. Give me 1 second. If I have to, I'll just log into one of my other accounts. Sorry, guys. I used my wife's address and hoped she would send me the card. So I'll start to log into another account here. Did not plan for that eventuality happening right there. Just a little hack, if you're having trouble, you can go right in Chrome, right up here at the top right, and open a new incognito window. I was talking to somebody the other day who didn't realize you could do that. Like if you're trying to log into multiple Gmail accounts or something and you're confusing your browser, you can do Control-Shift-N as it says there, or I'm gonna do a new incognito, And now I can line into Alignable without their cookie stuff being a pain in my butt. So here we go. My lovely wife, though, she hooked me up. She sent me the code 647303. That was quick. Awesome. Now I'm going to continue. Cool. Oh my goodness. Now it's asking me to hook up to my Google account. And what they're going to try to do is they're going to try to send these invites, like try to get you to invite everybody. And I remember LinkedIn did this when they first launched. Does everybody remember that? Like LinkedIn went really viral. And I have a feeling Alignable's doing this where it tries to get everybody in your database to come in. Now I used an address that I don't have a lot of a database in, so there's not a lot there. I'll skip that, skip this. But you might find that a lot of your contacts are in there, and it might be a cool thing to just say, okay, yes, everybody in my Gmail database, for example, go ahead and invite them to Alignable, because it's another channel you can connect on. And when they get to your profile, it's another chance, as we're about to see in a minute, they can interact with your conversion or KV course site. So let's see this. And it's really like working hard here to try to get me to connect with it, to hack into my stuff. So I'm gonna skip the Meet More Businesses stuff. I'm gonna get my profile referral ready. And this is what I kind of wanted to focus on, and maybe what we do now kind of will be instructive for when you're joining other social medias accounts or when you're creating profiles. And what I'm gonna try to do is make it so my profile is rich with links that could generate me leads through KV Core or conversion. So it says connect Facebook. Let's do that. We'll play along. I have so many pages here. I will do one of my St. Pete. So you can connect your business page on Facebook. That's what I'm doing right now. So that later, if you're doing events and stuff, the two platforms will talk to each other. That's interesting. And I'm going to posit here that if you just pick one channel, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, maybe Alignable can be it for you. You could probably run your whole business by just living in this social media network if you really, take it upon yourself to really work it. So I'm going to add my website. Very cool. There's the first way, so people can come and check out my KV course site. My referral traffic is unlocked. Yes, I'm making progress. Now it says edit my profile, make my profile unique. So what I'm going to do is my about is, hi, there are thousands of real estate agents in St. Pete. How many do you know who specialize in finding you awesome investment opportunities? All right, that might be fun. So I'm just kind of positioning myself as different, that I have a niche. So if you have a niche or you can communicate that in some way, do that. I don't know that they'll let me put a link in here. Let's see if they will. They might have. So you can actually stick a link in there. You only have 200 characters, but you can always shorten it and maybe get your business, your link in there. Looks like maybe it didn't save. I won't make you watch me do that. Make others recognize your business. Let's do a logo. So in the process here, we'll go with a basic skill. Here's how to kind of get a logo of a lot of websites. You can go, I'm in Chrome. I can click on the logo, right click. I'll save the image. Just rename it RH logo so I can find it. And then go here. And guys, feel free to give your feedback. Am I boring you to tears with this basic stuff, or is it okay? So I get a lot of feedback on these sessions. Some people are like, you got to go slower. It's got to be a little more basic. Some people are like, please just give me the advanced craziness. So we will listen to your feedback and adjust accordingly. So here I am it's got this weird deal here with the logo cropping. So I'm just gonna take that side of it for now. I don't wanna make you guys wait all day for me and watch me do this all day. So I'll just grab the EXP side. But there might be a little work involved in just getting that to look right for yourself. Cool. Now it says, who should, this is good, we'll share your referral profile with your community and encourage them to share too. Who should others refer to you? Add your ideal customer. Anyone who's looking for a solid fixer-upper or multi-unit investment opportunity in St. Pete. Tell them to ask me about any deals I might know about right now. So we'll do that. So I like this about Alignable. You know, it's this is a cool wizard. It just takes you through and it kind of forces you to connect with people and to get eyeballs on your business. So I will go ahead here. Sure, we'll add all the contacts that finally it keeps asking me to do that. Showcase what you offer, add a service. You know, fixer upper finder. Include a contact form on the page. That's interesting. So add a photo. All right, well, let's go find a crack house. I'm just kidding. Fixer upper crack house on Google Images. There we go. So I will copy this one. Whoop. Upload. Where'd you go? There you go. Cool. Now, if I had a link, click here to see all fixer-uppers for sale in St. Pete, Florida. Now, this is a good time to bring up something I mention a lot. It's pretty much my favorite technique and one of my favorite things from a marketing perspective about conversion in KV Core, and that is the ability to create squeeze links, right? To create links that give a specific set of properties and then know that you'll generate leads from that effort. So I am going to log in here. And I'm going to create a squeeze link. I think this is an important skill and one that as you create profiles on sites like Alignable are really going to come in handy. So I'm going to go to Lead Engine. This is KV Core that I'm in today. And conversion, it'll be under, I think, lead generation or under websites. I think under lead generation, it'll be an option to build a squeeze link. So I'm going to build an IDX squeeze page. That's what they're calling it, Core. Start building. And in my profile Alignable, I'm going to drop a link to all the fixer-uppers in St. Petersburg. Looks like they actually got that fixed. One second. This lags a little with GoToWebinar. Maybe just in general, just have to be patient. There we go. Okay, and then property type. Now it doesn't seem to have fixer upper here, and I'm okay with that. Now on the front end of my site, they have it. For now, I'm just going to do single family condos. And what I'll do is, I think if I go to options, oops, I had that wrong. So in options, well, I have my fixers. There it is. It's right there. Now, don't get discouraged if you can't find the specific niche in the squeeze builder. Just go ahead to the front of your site, run a search, and then copy the link for that search. I'm just kind of doing this so I can get the tracking in, because here I can then do a source. I can do Alignable, and then I can do a hashtag. Right? We'll do fixers. The hashtag needs to exist already. I'm not going to take the time to do that now, so I'll just pick a random one and then generate my link. So right here. And if I go to this link, what I'll have is a link of all the list of all the fixer uppers in St. Pete, Florida. Okay, and then I'll put that in my my explanation here. Close out of that application that's interrupting. Here we go. Now your profile is now referral ready. Now's the best time to get recommended. Show me. They're kind of just walking me through and forcing me to do all this stuff. They're trying to actually get me to pull in my contacts again. And this is why you're getting so many invites from Alignable, but it's a good and bad thing. I've gotten a lot of requests from Alignable from people that I kind of forgot existed, and it's rekindled a relationship. And you know, if you have a big database, you've been in the business a while, it could work a similar way for you. So let's just let it run my Gmail. Anybody have any questions or comments? There's not a lot on today, so that's okay. If you have anything you want me to talk about today, as soon as I'm done with this Alignable walkthrough, please do chat it, and we'll go through that. And just keep in mind during the week, you know, as you're doing stuff, if you have a thought or something you want to see walked through live, just make a note for yourself. Come on these sessions, you'll be able to do that as well. So look, I have 776 people here. I'll just connect to all of them. Boom. So that's pretty amazing, right? That's just a bunch of people who are unalignable and stuff who it's going to send an invite to, and they're going to go look at my real estate profile. Just like that. Now, very similar, you can walk through LinkedIn and all that. Now, what I want to do now was show you a few different things in Alignable that you might want to be aware of. One is they have this Q&A forum right up here. And this is a kind of a nice opportunity to go in and answer people's questions and interact. And if you just read those and start to reply, it's a great way. You actually will get a lot of exposure from this, and you're only interacting with people who live pretty close to you. Almost anybody who you find in your Alignable account is probably going to be a business owner, somebody who knows a lot of other people in your area who might want to who might want to interact with you. Like, how can I get my long-term clients to leave a Google review? Well, as a real estate agent, you might have experience. You probably know more about marketing than a lot of these agents. You can answer those kind of questions right here. And I have seen stuff about, here's one right here. Does anyone know how to purchase or refinance a 1 to 4 residential investment property if you have a high DTI? There's a great one for you to step into. So just comb through those. You can also ask questions right here. So maybe, you don't want to be overt, about, you don't want to just be too spammy, but ask like a legitimate question that might lead into your business. So maybe I would ask, in your opinion, what are the best neighborhoods for investing in St. Pete real estate? Something like that, or you might ask a general question. You can do something like quick poll. How many people here have someone else managing your business? Something like that. So the point being, one of the cool things about Alignable, it's kind of not like Facebook or LinkedIn right now, where something you post gets buried. Because this hasn't reached a big critical mass, and because it's only local, everybody who's virally being introduced to this platform has a chance of seeing what you post here on the question and answer forum. And Alignable does a really good job about kind of emailing you and letting you know when there are new posts here. So you have a really good chance of getting your stuff seen if you want attention, for lack of a better word. You can look here at my community. It's going to show you everybody you might know. You can also, if I go to my network, you can see where I have pending connections. These are people who I was in their database. And look, so I'm replying to this connection request. Would you like to send Peter a message? Just say hi and send message. So it's really cool. It's kind of smart. It's an evolution of these other platforms. It really forces you to network online in kind of a cool way. I really like it. So that's that. And then look, matched based on affinity with your business, you can actually go in here and start connecting with people and getting to know them. So there's a bunch of other realtors in here, but here's financial service person, and it's a great way to get to know other business people and have them see your profile, get to know you. Look, there's another local EXP Realty agent popping up in my stream. Okay, so that's about it. I don't know if I need to go much further. The point is that you try to pepper your links, try to use that referral, that posting, that Q&A forum to post messages. Here, promotions, add a promotion or an event. So say you're doing a first-time homebuyer webinar. You can even do this for an open house. You can post your open house and know that a lot of people will see it. Just stay top of mind and let people know you're in the business. Of course, you would link your open house over to your EXP site and use this as any other as you might use any other traffic source, Facebook, Google, any other social network. Last thing I'll show you is they have this Go Premium thing. I have not done this yet, but it looks pretty cool. If you're going to use this full time heavily, it seems like it might make sense to do. You can connect with more people. See, they have a limit. You can only connect with 30 or 10 people on the lower plans. For 30 months, you can just connect to people all day long in your local market. All right, any questions? That's just your tip for the week. New traffic source, Alignable, something that probably a lot of people are aware of but aren't really leveraging. And if you go in there, you might find you have some nice referral partners you can find and way to get traffic over your conversion site or KV Core site affordably. All right, anything else anybody wants me to talk about today, or just because we relaunched and we kind of don't have a lot of people who know about these sessions, are we going to be quiet? Should I just let you guys go? Somebody let me know what you're thinking.
I have not seen any questions come through as of yet. So Susan,
That's okay.
Sarah, Rachel, Jeff, Glenda, any questions you want to pepper Ryan with? We've got him right where we want him right now. So please, feel welcome to type it in, or it looks like Susan has a question. Do we want to unmute for these or let them type it in, or what would you like to do?
Yeah, they can type it in unless it needs to be.
Oh, Glenda, she's like, I'm stumped. What an opportunity. Glenda, that is rare form for you to be stumped. You usually have amazing questions. Okay, so why don't we do this? I know as you guys think of things, I know Ryan had mentioned, please let us know what you want us to cover. So if you think of something, we're like, hey, I'm looking to tackle this aspect of the business, or something like this is attainable, correct? Is that what it's called? Alignable, sorry. So if you're looking at things like this or different types of approach, let us know and we'll cover that. Now, Jeff wrote in, hey, the new Facebook Pixel, any cool new things you can do with it?
Not that I know of. I'm actually not too familiar, and it might just be because I use the Pixel every day, and maybe I'm not sure what did they launch a new version of it?
They did I think it was Thursday or Friday. They sent all of the Facebook ad manager people an email.
Okay.
And it was just basically like, hey, you need to make sure and update your Pixel. But then Justin found out it's an automatic update. So that's all I really know about it. But I can send you the email I got, Ryan, offline.
Yeah, send me that. I don't think it was anything big. They kind of moved away from they made it harder, in my opinion, for some of the advanced event-based stuff. But bottom line is, since it's been brought up, is anybody watching this, you should have the Facebook Pixel installed on your website. And the way to do that is you go here in the Ads Manager, you go to All Tools.
In Facebook Ads Manager right now.
Yes, thank you. You go to Facebook Ads Manager, you go to Pixels, and then for conversion, you'll email support at insiderealestate.com and just send them this pixel that I'm going to show you where to find. And you can self-serve it in KV Core. I'll show you where to do that. So you get to this page, they're always moving it around, drives me crazy. But if I hit details.
Yeah, every time we drop into this page, it's different lately.
Yep. And then I hit setup. I'll do manually install the code and right here. And the reason you're going to want the pixel installed is so you can build custom audiences and remarket to people who come to your site. So you can start showing them ads and following them around. So that's where you find it. In case, again, it's supported inside real estate. Just send support your requests. And in KV Core, it's in the Web and IDX section if you go to edit your settings for your website. It's right down here, somewhere in the header section. Let's see.
Isn't it in the analytics section? If you go to the, see where it says the top left where it says general template, custom navigation, analytics towards the top left?
Yep, and you can also put it in the custom header here. The analytics probably would work too. You put it in the custom header. So cool. Yeah, nothing new, Jeff, that I know of. Just keep retargeting. There's a webinar about remarketing that we did a couple months ago. It's still very relevant in the YouTube playlist. So that can always be found. It'll include these episodes as well. Conversion.info/replays will redirect you to the playlist. And if you search here, there's a retargeting webinar that's all about the pixel and things you can do with it right here.
And I think Glenda had a question, and it's pretty general, so we might need to get a little more content, but she's saying, what is the #1 tactic you're using for the best results?
Sure. This hasn't changed for years, but this is the tried and true for me. There is a webinar from July 17th. It's the set it and forget it real estate deals funnel.
Awesome. That was a big one.
Yeah. So some variation of that process where you offer a list of deals, doesn't have to be low-end fixers or foreclosures, but you offer some kind of segmented, interesting deals that people can opt into. That is always going to be the quickest way to build a buyer, and in my opinion, a seller list. If you just want to generate conversations about real estate, that's the hook that I would use.
And she's also saying, hey, what else are you triggering with Zapier, or what are you zapping? She currently uses Facebook leads to input into K+, but need another step for email. That's from Glenda.
Yeah, so there's a couple of things I like to do. One of the hacks, this is a little more advanced. One of the things I like to do is to actually send an email from Gmail, maybe like a little bit later. So, and the reason for that is conversion in KV Core, you can send that first email, like that auto reply, but if you send something like another, say 25 minutes later, that says, hey, I noticed you on my site. I think my system auto replied, but I wanted to reach out personally. It's kind of a funny thing, right? That could be a good thing. And you would just use Gmail for that. So, and you can also delay that. So I'm going to log in here and kind of show you how to do it. The other thing
oops, sorry. Is that something they could trigger with a webhook in K+?
They could, but I don't think the webhook will let you time it like that.
Shoot, okay.
I think the webhook can only be sent starting on day one.
Yeah.
And that's where Zapier can come in handy. It'll kind of fill those gaps in the marketing automation that a lot of people want to do. So I'm just going to bring up an example here. Since I touched upon it, I kind of need to explain what I meant by doing it 25 minutes later. And the way we do that is with Zapier's built-in delay function. So I'm going to just choose that. Okay, there's conversion. That's my trigger app. And then right here, when I click, they actually have the delay sitting right here for you to choose easily. If not, you can search for it. And this is really cool. So I can do delay for, say a lead just came in on conversion. And there's all kinds of trickery and chicanery you can get up to, big word. But delayed for 37 minutes, right? 37 minutes. And then I'm going to send a Gmail. It wants me to finish doing this. So I'll set up the conversion. But you can actually send that Gmail. You can send it from like your assistant. So it doesn't seem like you're bombarding them. It could be like, hey, I noticed you were on our website. I'm not sure if Glenda got in touch with you yet. Are you looking to buy a house sometime soon? It's like an opportunity to make that other touch and not have it seem too aggressive if you craft it the right way. So I happen to be logged into another conversion user, Zapier here, so I'm kind of messing with his stuff, but I think he won't mind. All right. And then my next one, after that delay of 37 minutes, I'm going to pick Gmail as my app. Send email. Okay, my account was in there. And say this is like a different Gmail than you're using with your site. It increases the chances that the email will actually get through. So we'll pick the lead's email address. And we can do something like, saw you were on Zerching.com. Quick question. Something like that. Hi, I saw you were on Zerching.com. Did Gustavo reach out yet about your home search? Like an open-ended question, and then just sign it Ryan, Gustavo's assistant. I can connect him if you want. So that was just one. You know, Glenda, you asked about something else you can trigger with a new lead in Zapier. Some people are doing voicemail drops if you have the phone number. For seller leads, I kind of touched upon thanks.io, which is kind of specifically built to send drip campaigns. You can look into that. I will probably be able to do a session on that soon, specifically. But a couple of weeks ago, I think we touched upon that a little bit. But yeah, there's a lot of things you can do with Zapier.
All right, well, that's the last question I can see here.
Yeah, cool. Well, yeah, like I said, attendance is really low. We had a few thousand people, I think, on the last session, but for whatever reason, GoToWebinar didn't let us carry those users over. And I just spun this latest one up this morning, and there's only a handful of you at, you know, it'll kind of build speed, and we'll have user participation over the coming weeks as we have a chance to set this up. Yeah, Glenda says she had to re-sign up, and that's part of the issue. So I'll get this recording live for anything that I might have went too fast on. And then again, just feel free, tell the people you work with, tell your team that these are opportunities to come live. Even if you don't have your own issues that you want to explore, it's a good opportunity for everybody on your team to just come and see what everybody else is asking about and doing, you know, in the world of lead generation, conversion, and marketing. So we good?
I think we're good. We've got smiley faces, so I think we're good to go.
Okay, thanks, Annalisa. We'll get the recording live as soon as possible and see you guys next week at 3 o'clock, same time Tuesday.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.